Hey guys, another video for our food and eating in Japan playlist. This is a chain of sushi shops called Kuta Sushi, and some of you might remember we did a video a while ago about Japanese kura. They're the traditional Japanese storehouses. So we showed you a bunch of these before. They're beautiful old buildings, quite often still in very good condition because they're built so substantially, have real character. So the theme of these restaurants is Japanese kura, Japanese old storehouse. So you can see that black and white patterning there on the walls. Of course, these are actually new buildings. They're not really old storehouses, but they're made to look like it. So they paint them with the black and white, and they put the big heavy shutters up there on the windows. If you haven't seen that Kuta video, have a look. They're amazing old buildings, really solid, built to protect people's valuables and food and all sorts of things. So the inside's not much different from other sushi restaurants we showed you. We showed you Sushiro before. It's a little bit like Sushiro, but there are a few little differences. One really interesting one was on the wall here. They had old style menus. So if you've been to Japan and been to izakaya, quite often you'll see menus like that on the wall. Whatever the sort of the weekly specials are, or quite often it's just the usual food that they have, but they also have these menus as well. One difference between Sushiro and this place isn't English friendly, of course. Heavily not English friendly. It would be a bit tricky actually, unless your Japanese is reasonably good. It would be a bit tricky. Another difference that's a really important difference is, see the covers on the plates, and some sushi places there's no covers over the plates. This place there is, and there's a bit of an art to opening them, and a person could embarrass themselves if they didn't know how to do it and tried to do it with two hands. It could end up being quite a scene. So we know that from experience. So the trick is just pick up the plate. I know it sounds simple, but you'll be tempted to try and lift the lid or something. Just don't do it, because it'll end up in a big scene. Just pick the plate up, and as you pick it up, it actually releases from the bottom and a spring opens the lid. It's a really good little system, good design. So that's the key, 3 fingers only. Save yourself some embarrassment. There's a little tip for you. So it's sort of good, because in the sushi places where it's just all open on the tray, quite often you see kids up with their faces on it. The other difference is this. It's got the normal sushi line that comes past, but it's got an express line as well. So watch at the top line there. You'll see the guy at the other end in the kitchen, and he pushes a button to say what table, and whoop, it flies up express lane to the table that ordered it. So you order from the menu. Once again, need a reasonable level for Japanese to order from the electronic menu next to your seat, and then when it's on its way, it warns you first and says your food is coming, your order is coming, it says. And then on the express lane up the top there, it comes. It's really fast. Don't know if the camera really shows you, but it's really fast. Here it comes. So it's pretty fast, because that kitchen's actually quite a long way away. So it's pretty cool. These orders fly past. If they're going to the people behind you, they fly past. It's pretty cool. So that's a good system. That's a bit different from what we've seen before as well. And then this is really cool. Quite often at the sushi places, you end up with a huge pile of empty plates in front of you. But this place, you drop them in that little slide there, and it keeps track of them up here. So far we've had 7. You can see there it says counter. And so we've dropped 7 in there so far. And every time you get to 5, so 5, 10, 15, 20, every time you get to 5, it comes up with a bit of a game, pops up on the screen. So there goes number 10. So up here, it's sort of like a game. You're not really doing anything, you're just watching. But it just shows you a little scenario. Okay, here's a treasure, and they've got the treasure, and they're trying to get away, but the octopus comes, and you're trying to get away from the octopus. And, oh, no, the octopus got you. Oh, no, bad luck. Oh, no. Actually it's a squid, isn't it? Boof, and you die. Oh dear. And it says zannen, which means bad luck. Now if you have good luck and you get away, that a ball will roll out of that machine up there and appear here, and it's a gift, and inside it will be just some sort of toy, one of their characters, one of their restaurant characters. So every 5 plates you get another go at it. But there's nothing you do, it's not interactive, you just watch. So here's another one. Okay, you're playing table tennis. Incredibly popular table tennis in Japan. So you're playing table tennis and yeah, you're trying to win. It went out. Zannen, it says, bad luck. Nothing comes down the chute. So the idea is, if you're lucky, one of those balls will come riding down there. But we didn't have any luck. There's the next one, firing the arrow at the target. See who's closest. Oh no, he beats us. No, his apple. Oh, he got the apple. Zannen, bad luck. So we tried. 22 plates we did. This is something some of you other guys will like. We actually showed you a machine like this once before. It's an automatic beer glass filling machine. So you put your beer glass on there, put your $5 in the machine, and it fills up your beer glass automatically. Tilts the glass and everything, it does. And there's a fridge. And this is all self-serve. So you just go to the fridge, get yourself a bottle of beer and a nice cold glass, and go back and sit at your table. Also green tea and juices and things. And just take it out of the fridge and go and sit at your table, and at the end when the staff come around they see how many bottles you've got and they just add that onto your menu. So it's another trust system. So there it is, Kuta Sushi in Japan. Pretty cool, not bad. The food was pretty good. Probably Sushido might be a little bit more tasty and definitely more English friendly, but Kuta Sushi's sort of interesting. And the food was fine, it was good, it was all good. So anyway, hopefully someone found that a little bit interesting. More videos coming soon.